Hey everybody, it's John from Nostone Media. I thought this would be a great video to kind of go over the actual website. So I started Nostone Media and I have a lot of things that are going on and a lot of it's going to be landing on the main page. So this is nostonemedia.com. You'll find just about everything here. And I just thought it would be kind of fun to just walk through the website and kind of share everything. And that way you guys have an opportunity to kind of walk through it yourself with me. So this is the main landing page, Nostone Media. We have a brand logo here represented by the Nostone. And you can learn more about the Nostone through the various literature and games that we have. Um, and basically what Nostone Media is we focus on really three pillars, which is literature, gaming, and consulting. Big part of that is going to also include art and music. So you'll find literature and gaming having art and music, but ultimately the whole consulting component is really for other people that are interested in doing something similar. I'm happy to be part of that journey and happy to take the time to do that. So, and I have a product called Songstone, which I will go into a little bit deeper. So let's go to the literature page, and what you'll find is the Nostone universe literature. Um, the key books that you'll find are the Nine Bishops, which has already been fully released. And I'm currently going through a second revision, and I can't wait to share that. And very soon I'll actually make the Nine Bishops here unaccessible. It's already been unpublished on Amazon, and you will have to either source it here or wait until what's next with the second edition. So that's going to be coming soon. I'm really excited to share that. And with this, you can preview the book. You'll get a sample of the book and you can read it digitally. And once you purchase this, you can get an EPUB, which will be straight to your Kindle device and any e-reader that you enjoy. And you can also download the file directly. So once you make the purchase of the book, you can do that here. I also will be working with a professional audiobook narrator. So I'm excited to kind of share with that in the future, but more to follow there. And you can wish list both the physical and the audiobook on this page here to be notified. I also have the sequel, which is a pretty early draft that I created, but I thought I'd share it here. You're more than welcome to purchase the whole thing, and it's the same old thing where you can preview it. And this is, I would say, very early draft. A lot of the stories written up to like the 50% mark for the second iteration, but a lot of it's actually going to change after the second revision of the Nine Bishops comes out. So I'm super excited to share everything related to that soon. This page is really going to change a lot in the next few months, and this is the first video to kind of show where it is. And maybe a few months from now, I'll do another walkthrough of the website, and you'll be like, "Wow, this website doesn't even look the same." But this is where we're going to have everything Nostone. So if you stay in the know, you'll be able to follow along on the website as it changes. And then we'll include the third book. I have the trilogy all planned out and mapped out, and the third book will be available here and more information to follow. But right now, it's just the first book, an early preview in the second book, which may change quite a bit. So think of it as like a collector's edition, if you will, because it's going to go away. And then I have my standalone series, The Creator, which is currently active in development. And one of the cool things about The Creator is I've already worked with some artists and have some really cool art that I'm going to be sharing on my socials soon to have some general concept art, which is really fun to do as I'm building out the universe and stuff like that. So these are all going to be related stories in the Nostone literature camp, and the games are also connected. So if you aren't into the trilogy, which is related to the young adult high fantasy, you might be interested in the cyberpunk thriller. And I would love to share a little bit more about this book later because there's some nice twists in here, but they're all in the same universe. And I would love for you to check it out. And I'll have more literature coming. I do plan on having a children's book, an ABC's book, like a wide audience will be interested in the Nostone Media, and all of the stories are going to be interconnected with the same systems. And that brings me to the gaming tab. This is Highfall. Right now, I'm working on some art getting published for this as well with another artist for the Steam capsule. So you will see an updated graphic here soon. This is just very much a concept art. And in Highfall, like you were actually able to play the demo on itch. So if you go to this link, you can actually run Highfall straight from your browser. This is, again, very early edition. This actually doesn't include any story, but you'll get kind of a taste of the the gameplay, which is a card game. So I'm not going to play it here. There'll probably be a play session later, but feel free to visit the page and just play the card game. It's still very much in alpha stage, so you could probably break the game and tell me everything's wrong, and a lot of it's going to get fixed. But at its core, Highfall will have an entire story that's associated with the Nostone universe. But it is a game, so it might be a different audience. But the great thing is, I actually plan on publishing the full Highfall story as a standalone project, which is going to be a companion to the game. So if you're not interested in the actual game, no worries. You will be able to read the story in a consolidated format. And I'm going to be sharing more of that later as well. If you love music, you can get the Highfall early access OST now. You'll get the files associated with that, and this specific soundtrack is the early access one. Includes about 15 tracks and different parts of the game, and I think you'll really enjoy this soundtrack if you're really into sci-fi, into chill step, and you'll just get a really good vibes with it. Next, I'll just talk really briefly about consulting. So I am an indie developer, and I'll be learning as I go. And so this is really much a devlog. So I'll be sharing my progress as I go. And if you have any questions or just need help as like a solo developer yourself, or you just want to know how I'm doing things, whether it be world building, storytelling, writing, building game, hosting all this stuff on infrastructure that's hosted by AWS. My background's in technology, so I'm using a lot of tools to, make my life easier. I created this page from the ground up, and there's really going to be a lot of things that I would love to share and collaborate with other creators like myself. So the consulting arm is really just going to be it's not the primary reason why I'm doing this. It's more so people may be interested in what I'm doing, and if they have questions, then I want them to be able to reach out. And because I have only so much time to work on Nostone, I just want to make sure I protect my time. And so this is just an opportunity for people to schedule with me, and we can work on world building storytelling together. I also have a video page where all of my Twitch, which I haven't live streamed yet, but I will be soon as I get deeper into the development process, to maybe like talk to my Nostone enthusiasts about like where I'm at in the process, talk about a little bit like the game development process, the writing process, how I'm working with artists, how I'm finding artists, which is kind of its own interesting challenge. And then like how I'm like making myself different than other literature and media companies out there, because at the end of the day, I want to bring something that all my fans will love. And so I would love to get a sneak peek behind that through the videos that I make. And so the videos I have right now is like a quick video on the Highfall game play with the card play. This is very early, and it's already quite been updated since then. I also kind of share a video of like how like the traversal is going to look like in the game. Again, this is not the story. This is just vertical slices of the game that I'm happy to share, and just want you guys to be a part of as far as this journey goes. And you'll see how much it changes from, a month ago to like 3 months from now, because a lot is happening, every single day that I can work on this. And this is really my life outside of a life while I'm working a full-time job. So I have some videos where I'm talking about Nostone Media, and I'll share more videos like this where I go over different things I'm working on and maybe more of my process. So hopefully it's interesting to you. And then finally, join our community. I would love to engage with you directly. It's really hard, developing, marketing, and like engaging with the community, but this is such an important part of the overall company. So I would love to engage with you on Discord. If you have questions about the game, have any bugs to submit, or you want to know more about the books, Reddit. I'll be making Reddit posts on the Nostone Media Reddit page. YouTube is going to be my primary driver for content, in a company with Twitch if live streams start to grow. LinkedIn, I just have my business presence there, and Twitch is work in progress, and then X, there might be some short-term media there. And I've actually started an Instagram page, so this page will be updated very soon to include my Instagram handle, and you'll see all of the art and more videos that accompany all of the work that we're doing. And so really attacking this from all angles, from getting my hands dirty as a developer, being a creative writer, thinking all the concept art and all the things that need to happen, creating music, and so on and so forth. So there's a lot happening, and I would love to share it with you if you want to follow along. And finally, I made this app. I'll call it an app called Songstone, and this app is really ancillary to a lot of the Nostone media content that I'm making. And quite frankly, it's like was just kind of like a fun project to kind of use everything I've learned over my career to see if I could develop an app. And so what this app is kind of an idea that my wife and I had, which was gifting is so challenging, and when we give somebody a gift card, it kind of feels impersonal because you are, just you write a message in a card, you give them a gift card because you think they might want something, and then that's where the transaction ends. And so you're trying to find this balance between like being personal and thoughtful, but also just giving somebody some money for a gift card. Like we do this for our niece and nephews all the time. And so Songstone came from like a project that I had in my MBA where we realized it was a gift card problem that we were trying to solve. And so what Songstone is there's a lot of AI generated songs tools. And so what this does is you can create your own Songstone. You essentially pick, do you want to bundle this with a gift card? Do you want to just send somebody a song? You pick an occasion with their song. You can type their name in. So this could go to John. You put their email in. This is my email if you want to reach me, and then their phone number, which you can see here. So you can pick the date that they would receive this. You kind of include like all of the moments and things that you want to include in a song. And so again, this is an AI generated product, so the quality will vary, but you really can make a more customized and curated experience. Like this is just was like a fun thing I was doing for people just for fun. I was using the Suno app and creating people's songs because rather than send them like a card or give them a gift card, I would just send them like a more personalized thing where I would talk about a lot of things that like we shared. And so this idea kind of stemmed from that. So you leave your message for them. So just message, and then all that stuff is option. You choose the actual genre that you're interested in, and then you give some more context for the style. And at the end, they'll get an email that would essentially deliver the song, the customized song. It will include the lyrics, and then if you bundled it with a gift card, it would include the gift card link. And so that's what Songstone is. A lot of platforms do AI generated music, but this is more like a personalized way to do it. And then what is the differentiator here is that you can get a gift card with it. And so it's just kind of like a fun thing that I worked on. And I kind of took it end to end, and I was able to get it approved by the App Store. So if you are interested, you can download the Songstone companion app on the App Store, which is fully released today. And so that is really what the website is. It's really just a culmination of everything that's happening with Nostone Media. I am working on a lot of things like in parallel, so nothing is really like my sole focus. And so a lot of these things will be updated as I go. And so if you're more interested in something over the other, then please let me know. I would love to make more content related to that. So what helps is always following, subscribing, liking the video. And last, what I would say is you can subscribe to my page, and this is the best way to interface with me directly. I would love to hear your thoughts. I would love to share my journey. And overall, like this is like one of my passion projects that I'm working on that I would love to do full time someday. So thanks if you made it this far. I really enjoyed kind of just showing this, and there'll be more to come. So my motto is no stone unturned, and we'll leave it here at that. So thanks for joining me, and I'll catch you in the next one. See ya.